It's a very good morning, Tuesday, the what is it, the 12th of April. This farming thing is messing with my dates. Yeah, it's April. We're in fall, autumn in Africa. These used to be old horse stalls, then they turned into chicken coops, and now they're just a storage space for irrigation pipes. And this big tree right over there is a pecanut tree, and the tree over here is a macadamia, and there at the back, all of that is a macadamia organic farm or orchard. And behind me is the lime trees. So Lucian and I have been busy collecting all the nuts and the leaves and stuff that has been collecting over the years here, and raking them into heaps like these, loading them onto the wheelbarrow, and then from that point onwards we want to build compost heaps all the way down to the bottom there. It's probably about 30 meters, and we need to get a lot of material in there. Now, getting to compost, and the big thing is, I had a discussion yesterday with a friend of mine, and they're in a totally different area than what we are in, is just biomaterial. Just get a lot of biomaterial together. We need to get it on top of each other. It needs to be slightly moist. It needs to have enzymes, which will automatically happen if you just put it down on the soil. And you can grow your own enzymes, you can buy enzymes, you can add it in and all these things, but there's no big secret behind it. There's no magic formula behind it. Just get plant material to break down, especially for small scale and home applications. That's fine. You know, when you get to a point where you have 250 permanent no dig beds, and you're employing 3 or 4 people, and you've got contracts running and thousands of dollars and rands and pounds and rubles that you're generating through it, yes, then it becomes a science. But for everyday use, just get material to break down. Green material is good. It's full of nitrogen. It helps to heat up the compost heap, and you need to get the heaps nice and big. They need to get I'd say about 1 meter wide and about at least 18 inches, which is 45 centimeters high. And the finer the plant material is, the quicker it breaks down. And there's a whole bunch of stuff you can add in to speed up the process, but you must just watch out that you don't mess it up in the sense of adding chemicals that we're trying to avoid, you know. So just let nature do its thing. We're just here to walk the journey with nature, and to experience God's presence and his design and how it works. The moment we get in a hurry is the moment we tend to mess up. So farming is not a thing that you shouldn't be hurrying. Planting your own vegetables, you shouldn't be in a hurry. It takes months. It does. It's a long-term thing. And yeah, so for all of you people who love to make compost, just start doing it, you know. Just get it going. Brown paper, cardboard box, all these things make a reasonable good compost for home use, you understand. And it will be perfectly fine, and it will feed the soil. The compost is there to feed the soil. Yes, we put it 6 inches when we start a new bed on top of the soil, but that is just to smother the weeds. And then within 3 months, the soil and that compost have merged, and they are actively busy, and the enzymes and the little workers in the soil will start bringing all that nutrients down into the soil to the root zone where your plant's roots are. And because you've got so much compost lying on top, the moisture retention in the soil is fantastic, and that just creates ideal circumstances for the soil to come back to life again. So don't make it a difficult thing. It's not. It's easy. It's beautiful. We should journey with nature and see how she moves and how God designed nature to heal and repair our stupid humanity mistakes stupid human mistakes that we make. All right, I'll bring you guys along on today's video. Sorry for this long intro, but it is me, and we're going to build some compost today. All right, building compost. Any material you can use. If you look down on the floor, any material except for plastic, obviously, and shiny papers and all these lovely stuff you can't use. Get it all together, rake it together, put it in a heap, make it slightly moist, and let it be, and let nature take its course. I've got a lime orchard here filled with limes. Just in case you were wondering, these are chicken tractors that aren't complete yet, but they still get their skins on soon. And all those limes that's lying on the floor, I work into these heaps over here, like that, over there. And I got my greens and my browns, and they're a nice heap. If I go down, it's about 50 centimeters high, about 1 meter wide. I will be loading more onto this. This is where we started today. And I guess we've got probably about 5 cubic meters, if that much, of the raw material that we need together today. So if I need 100, it means I need 20 days to do it in. So within a month's time, I can collect enough compost for me to start my market garden. That's if I focus on that alone. But I will be building it systematically. That's another thing I have to say. Something that worked for me was not to focus just on one thing, and then everything else falls behind. Spend 2-3 hours a day per project, and then move on to the next project and continue with that project. And tomorrow you come back to this one and continue with this one. Unless it's an urgent matter, obviously complete it and get it done. But if you have time, to build like this compost heaps, build it systematically. Don't burn yourself out building it. And then we get eager, and that's me, getting eager and wanting to buy compost.